Good morning, Mario, and good morning, Switch fans. It's a fantastic day for so many different fan bases. I mean, Nintendo is just firing on all cylinders today, and when it rains, it pours. So I'm pumping a whole bunch of new knowledge and news into your brainwaves. Welcome aboard, and thanks for joining me on Ship Good Morning, Mario. If you're new here, it's so great to have you. Make sure to subscribe and join in on all the fun. Speaking of fun, we're getting real fun tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Eastern with a special Metroid Dread live stream. We're going to be exploring the beginning sections of the game together, see what it's all about, see what it's like. So if you want to join me tomorrow at 9 a.m. in the early morning, click the link in the description down below. We always have a fun time together with our friends and family streaming live. And we also have new news today on Metroid Dread, and if it is dreadful or game of the year. And it really seems like the latter. Plus some fun updates on other franchises, including Pokemon getting bigger than ever before. I mean, they are honoring the 25th anniversary in such an awesome way. It's making Link jealous. So let's dive into all the news. What's going on, everybody? It's Zach from SwitchForce. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Make sure to smash that like button and let me know in the comments down below your take on today's topics. I'm gonna kick it off with a sigh of relief because Animal Crossing fans can finally rejoice, all right? They announced the ACNH Direct for next Friday, October 15th at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. They wasted no time at all. Sakurai had his day with Sora yesterday, and Nintendo's like, well, bam, let's announce another presentation to keep this month rolling, and we got it. 20 minutes of new Animal Crossing goodness. Everyone that worried this would just be Brewster, or just be Amiibo cards, or just be Brewster and Amiibo cards, gosh, 20 minutes, they're gonna pack a bunch in. And I really feel like this is the Animal Crossing 2.0 update every fan has been dreaming of and waiting for like a year now. So I got a full video if you want to see all my thoughts and predictions, but just know that thing is happening next Friday. And Monster Hunter took home the big grand award at the Tokyo Game Show's Japan Game Awards 2021. It won Game of the Year, the Nintendo Switch Monster Hunter exclusive that's selling like hotcakes. Capcom just announced it dropped 7.5 million copies. It's creeping closer to double-digit millions, which is fantastic for a one-platform, third-party title. It's eventually coming to PC, but right now it is the Switch's. And that's such a success because it's such a great game. It did split the award with Ghost of Tsushima, but you know what? Monster Hunter Rise is where it's at for me, and I'm so glad that it's getting the recognition it deserves. I feel like that game is gonna be super fun on the OLED, and Sunbreak is kind of right around the corner. I mean, summer 2022, it's a ways out there, not as far as you think. Let me know if you are pumped for Monster Hunter and pumped for Animal Crossing, or both, in the comments down below. But it's not just monsters and animals that are having a day, it's Pokemon too, because another big announcement just dropped celebrating the 25th anniversary, and it's a big one. It's a real life one. This isn't confined to a cartridge or stuck on a TV screen. Pokemon Company and Universal Studios Japan announced a big partnership, and they're bringing Pokemon to the theme parks. Yes, they're expanding from the Mario franchise to the Donkey Kong franchise, now to Pokemon, and they say the first project is gonna debut before the end of next year. So they are ramping up development to make Universal Studios Japan Super Nintendo World mega and amazing. And before you know it, it's coming to Hollywood out in California, supposed to drop in the Universal Studios out west next year, and then hopefully in Orlando soon. But this plan has kind of been in the works for a while, we think. Their announcement states the first collaboration project of this alliance is expected to appear as a member of the park by the end of 2022, and we will continue to deliver new experiences that exceed everyone's expectations. Universal Studios Japan aims to create and disseminate Japan's world-class entertainment with ideas and creativity that continue to attract many guests and to become the place of choice for people all over the world. They currently house a really cutting-edge Mario Kart ride, a Yoshi Dark ride, and we know that DK Minecart Coaster is in the works. What could they do for Pokemon? I think this is the perfect opportunity to kind of riff on what Disney has done with Toy Story Mania and with Web Slingers for Spider-Man and make a Pokemon Snap real life shoot 'em up type ride. And no, I don't mean hurt the Pokemon. I mean like shoot Pokeballs to catch them and see your score, and do special things to activate rare Pokemon just like you do in Toy Story Mania and Web Slingers, where if you do the right combos, you get something even cooler. They're almost video game-esque in a way. If you haven't played any or experienced either at Disney World and Disneyland, let me tell you, it's a ton of fun, and it's probably the most video gamer-related ride that they've ever created. I love them a lot, and I think doing this with Pokemon would be fantastic. I just hope it's more than just a ride through a route. You know, I don't want to just see Pokemon, but maybe they can come up with some crazy AR tech like Mario Kart where you got the goggles on and Pokemon are just doing their thing and evolving right next to you. I don't know, I'll even take a Pokemon thrill ride where we get to race through all the gym leaders and see the battles taking place, or maybe even help Ash out versus Team Rocket. Now, this actually spawned years ago. Back in 2018, there was a rumor that Universal Studios was planning to incorporate Pokemon as part of their Kids Zone. And that didn't happen. Now, I hope that this Pokemon inclusion is much bigger than that, and it sure sounds like it will be, especially since it seems like it's going to be right part and parcel with Super Nintendo World. I mean, it is still Nintendo after all, but it's so great to have the Pokemon Company on board, and as soon as things calm down and the world opens up, I gotta go to this park. You know, it's one of my biggest dreams. I love theme parks, I love fun, and this is just, man, Good Morning Mario live from Super Nintendo World, can you imagine it? Ugh. That is gonna be absolute perfection, serendipity, chef's kiss. Let me know if you're pumped for Pokemon rides coming our way before the end of next year in the comments down below. The W's just keep piling up because Metroid Dread reviews are here, and after all the anticipation, all the hype, and all the waiting, it's a freaking juggernaut. Metroid Dread is downright dominant, and some are saying it's their game of the year. Many are saying it's the best Metroid ever, and some even say it's the best controlling 2D game of all time. Yep, it got an 88 on Metacritic with a lot of 9s and even some 10s. Now I'm gonna pick out some choice quotes that I love that really help share the enthusiasm oozing out of this game, and actually out of reviewers who are pretty pumped for everyone to play it, because it's apparently stellar. This comes from IGN. They say that the universally recognizable mix of tough puzzles, tougher boss fights, ever-evolving exploration options, and intricate level design that recent games like Hollow Knight and Ori get so right has an origin point. It's Metroid. I love those games, but the Metroid team, a mix of old and new developers now, have shown that they know how to do it best. Polygon continues to say that this is probably the best controlling 2D game of all time, and all the reviews bow down to the 60 frames per second smoothness that Mercury Steam has been able to achieve on the Switch, and they all say it looks swanky as heck on that Switch OLED screen, although you don't need the OLED, obviously. This game is still gonna shine wherever you play it, and I was amazed to see how many people say that they just do it best. They do it better and it controls slippery smooth. My only complaint with Samus Returns is sometimes I felt like it was a little slow. So knowing this is going really, really good and that they got the controls absolutely ironed out is awesome. The only detractors I've seen are some people complain that it doesn't evolve the formula enough. But I think that's such a delicate ground to tread. Like, it's Metroid. This is 2D. It's very classic. And it's the originator of all the Metroidvanias that have spawned out after it. So you don't want to go too crazy, but some do say that the Emmy idea is really intense and really awesome, and bringing these killer robots adds a level of suspense that maybe other Metroids didn't quite have, although some say not as cool as what they did in Fusion, but everyone agrees that this Metroid is fantastic. Boss battles are apparently very tough, and some of the lower reviews seem to really struggle with those boss battles and found them too difficult, and wondered how would a new fan or a new player enter the Metroid universe with Dread as their first foray? And would it be too difficult? Because this game is not a hand holder, it's instead one that opens the world up and says, go on a hunt. Go find the secrets and go defeat these killer bosses. Apparently they have intricate patterns and it takes some people hours to defeat some of the latter foes, which for me sounds really exciting because I'd hate if Metroid Dread was too easy. I mean, Dread is in the title, so it should be a challenge, and what better feeling than after you defeat a big, hard boss with all the souped up powers you've acquired as Samus Aran, learn the patterns, recognize the openings, and powered through. I think that is perfect, and I'm glad that this game honors some of the OG roots by maintaining difficulty, but still being comfortable and fun and accessible for those who are new. The controls and the smooth frame rate and the gorgeous visuals play hand in hand with that, and hey, Metroid Dread is a winner, and Metroid Dread is gonna be a contestant for Game of the Year, and that is amazing. 2D Metroid in 2021 is brilliant by itself, but 2D Metroid in 2021 competing for Game of the Year and earning so much goodness, including the mantle of maybe best Metroid ever? Oh, my goodness, gamers, we are getting it so good, and I'm so glad we get to share it together. Now, I will mention a few other things, but let me know in the comments down below if you're pumped for Metroid Dread. Maybe if today's conversation has changed your mind. I know some of you were skipping it, but better than Ori, better than Hollow Knight, better than any other Metroid? It's pretty tempting offer. It sounds like you can have your cake and eat it too, with this one being old school, but also doing enough new to be absolutely stellar. Now, a little less stellar is Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania. This one clocked in with a 76 Metacritic, which is still pretty solid. I mean, most people say that the game is still good, and the main game holds up well, and the levels are recreated in a nice fashion, but apparently they boofed Monkey Target, which really upsets me because that's my favorite part of Monkey Ball. Oddly, or maybe not oddly, you know that is the party banana that we all love to peel back. Monkey Target, where you soar off the ramp and fly and land on these crazy targets out in the middle of the water, and sometimes your monkeys drown, and it's sad and it's miserable, but you come back better, stronger, and ready to stick that landing. Well, apparently they've added a weird animation, and the feel of the game is off, which is really odd because they've recreated the main single-player campaign to a T, so why did they mess with Monkey Target? I'm not so sure if it involves coding or the Switch, or I don't know. Obviously this game is on other platforms as well, and it seems like some of those problems persist. A few other reviewers note that the game doesn't hold up as well if you are new to the franchise, if you don't have the nostalgia of the older titles. Maybe you find Monkey Ball to be too basic and boring of an idea to be worthy of your purchase in 2021, but I know a lot of you will still be excited to pick it up and probably prefer the single player campaign. But as a major Monkey Target fan, this feels like a shot to the heart, because that's the mode that I was excited to play with my friends and family most, and get back to the OG GameCube days where we'd sit around and do Monkey Target again and again and again. And now the target moves for hopefully someone else or a different Monkey Ball to make Monkey Target whole again. Well, buddies, it wouldn't be a show without a little poll, so make sure to check those out every evening on the community tab. Today's is about yesterday. What did you think of the final Smash Bros. Ultimate character reveal? Sora. Kingdom Hearts entered the fray, and a lot of people had a lot of different opinions, and it shows. In our poll, 65% said great pick, myself included. And to me, it's not just great because Sora is a pretty great fit for the game, but the way that they went about choosing this final fighter. The fact that they went back to that OG poll and polled the fan choice. It's pretty perfect. I don't know if there's a better way to do it than to give the fans what they want. And the hard part here is it's not every fan's want, because even if Sora got 39% of the vote, you know, there's still 61% that pick something else. And for all we know, Sora got like 21%, and there were so many other choices, but that still is the fan vote. We can hope that Waluigi and Geno and Crash Bandicoot and Rayman and Master Chief will arrive in a future Smash Bros. But for right now, I think that Sora is a good fit for Sakurai and his company, Sora. There's just too many things that pair up nicely, and it's really, really just, to me, fitting. But 10% said it's a terrible pick, and 25% said, what's a Sora? So hey, there's always those that aren't gonna like it, and then some don't even play Smash Brothers, so who the heck cares? But I care about you, and so I hope you're having a fantastic day and a fantastic week so far. So many exciting things have happened. Tomorrow we got Metroid. Hopefully I'll see you for that live stream at 9 a.m. Eastern Thursday morning to get you in on the Dread. Together we can be spooked and run away from the Emmy robot and don that power armor for Samus and see how sweet it feels on Nintendo Switch. In the meantime though, everybody, stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy, stay positive out there. I love you so much. Hit that like button on the way out, and until next time, SwitchForce out.